All right, so before I get out of here for work, I'm gonna share this with y'all. You're gonna have to find sometimes. You're gonna have to find the joy and the peace that you're looking for. You're gonna have to find that in the hard. You're gonna have to find that in the difficulty. You're gonna have to find that sometimes in the storm. And I use a perfect analogy. At my job, we are doing a project on the beach, and we're doing it on white sand. And part of that project is us digging using shovels. And if you know about being on the beach and digging white sand is fairly very easy to dig. It doesn't take much effort. And sometimes that's how we expect to find God's peace, God's joy, right? The things that we desire from God, whether it's patience, whether it's, desiring things of the fruit of the Spirit, we expect to find these things in sand. We expect to find things that's easy to dig up and easily discover. The things that we desire from God. God, give me this. God, give me peace. Give me joy. Give me the things of the fruit of the Spirit, right? We expect God to just give them to us easily. But the things that we desire from God, the things that we want God to give us as part of our walk, God is going to put us in certain situations. God is going to put us in certain circumstances that will allow us to receive the very thing that we've been praying for. So if you're praying for peace, okay, I'm going to give you peace. But here's the thing. I'm going to put you in a situation to where it's going to require you to cultivate, right? You're going to have to be uncomfortable for you to grow. What comes on being uncomfortable is going to cultivate that thing of peace. You got to understand, you cannot evolve as a Christian. You cannot grow as a Christian unless you're uncomfortable. When you're uncomfortable, you grow. When you are comfortable, you stay complacent. So when I say digging, I don't mean literal digging. Digging just represents you're going to have to go through to get that very thing that you're desiring, right? And a lot of times it's easy. And I love this quote that somebody said, and I say this to this day. We talk about desiring peace and desiring joy from the Lord. These things are not predicated off external circumstances. Your peace and joy does not come from what's going on in life. That peace and joy that you have in God, it comes inward. So no matter what's going on around you, no matter the storm, no matter the valley, no matter the furnace, the fiery trials that you may find yourself in, it's not going to shake what's going on the inside. But if your perspective is wrong, if you have the wrong shifting in your mind about what peace and joy is, you're expecting your circumstances to slightly lighten up a little bit, for things to slightly go in your favor, just to have a little bit of peace and joy from the Lord. But understand, Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, they were in the furnace, but they had that peace and joy. They had a hope, they had a confidence, and they saw that the Son of God, Jesus Christ himself, was in the fiery furnace with them. So it should also give us an encouragement. It's to also change our perspective and know that even when we're in the valley, even when we're in the storm, even when we're in the trial, there is someone else standing right next to us while we're going through it. And the Bible tells us it's a given, it's inevitable. It's not a matter of if, but it's a matter of when we're going to suffer, right? So in the suffering, you have to practice, you have to change your mindset that I have to be able to find that peace and joy. Of course, find it in the Lord, but find that peace and joy in the difficulty. Find the peace and joy in the hard. Find the peace and joy in the trials. Find the peace and joy in the fire, right? We always talk about how there's a peace, right, in the storm. There's a calm in the eye of the storm. That's what you have to do. That's how you have to see it. God, I know I'm going through. God, I know things aren't going the way they should. God, I would like this, but I don't have it. God, I feel like my back is against the wall and I'm surrounded on all sides. Lord, I don't know what to do. But even in that, even in my difficulty, even in my trials, even in my tribulations, even in all the things that I'm facing, and my flesh is saying this, and my mind is saying this, and nothing is adding up, and the math ain't mathing, and I'm all confused, and I'm a little bit afraid, I'm frustrated because life is just not going how I think it should. But even in that, God, I have peace. Even in that, God, I have joy. Even in that, I have the confidence. Even in that, I have the godly contentment that Paul says I can do all things through Christ Jesus that strengthens me. Whether I have a little, whether I have a lot, I learned the secret to contentment, to know that even when I'm going through, whether if it's a bad day, even if it's a bad year, even if it's a bad month, God, I thank you, because even in my bad day, you kept kept me, you preserved me, you sustained me, even in my bad week, even in my bad month. Lord, even if I have a bad year, you kept me through that whole year. If you had a bad 2025, but you still made it and you're on the way to 2026, God, guess what? God kept you through that whole entire 2025, which should be an encouragement, which should be a reminder that the same that God who kept me in all of 2025 is going to keep me through all of 2026. He's going to continue to keep me. He's going to continue to sustain me. He's going to continue to strengthen me. He's going to continue to give me exactly what I need for today. He's going to continue to give me the daily bread that I need. God, I don't know what today holds. I don't know what today brings, but you do. And because you know what to happen is going on today, and I don't know, I'm going to rely on you. I don't know what I need for today, but I know that you'll give it to me. And when tomorrow comes, guess what, God? I know that you'll give it to me. When the next day comes, when next week comes, when next month comes, when next year, 10 years, 5 years, God, you're going to give it to me. You're going to supply all my needs. And because of that is why I have a peace and a joy. Because of that is why I have a hope and a confidence that even in my worst day, God, you're good. Even in my worst month, my worst year, God, you are good. God, you are faithful. You can find, believe me, it's hard, but it's a practice. You can find peace and joy in the hard. You can find it in the difficulty.